First of all, are you ready for this? Are you going to definitely not overthink? You've got 3 flowers in front of you. In just a second, I'm going to show them to you, okay? We're going to have a white, we're going to have a red, we're going to have a pink. Now, you know yourself well enough. If you've clicked on this video, you're probably an empath. You've probably got quite a lot of spiritual know-how about your own body, okay? So drop down into your heart space, do whatever you need to do to make sure that when I show you these 3 flowers, that you are acting on a kind of spiritual reflex rather than overthinking it, okay? Are we ready? We have the white rose, we have the red rose, we have the pink rose, okay? Each one of them has their own inclusions and I suppose you could say faults, but beauty as well, okay? Because that's what love's all about. This one has a wobbly stem. This one has a kind of weird, been pulled through a hedge backwards look, which personally I'm kind of vibing with the way my hair's gone today. This one is more of a classic pink, okay? Whichever one you're attracted to, that's it. And basically you should know by now. And this is for you if you're looking for how do they feel about you in an ex, a situationship, a current relationship, or you don't even know how to express what kind of ship it is, okay? Are you ready? Go to the timestamps. There'll be one for the white, one for the red, one for the pink. You know the drill. I'll see you there. So you chose the white rose. Okay, I am going to take, first of all, 3 cards about your situation. Okay, this is like an overall energy for the whole situation. It's where we're going to start from. What do we need to know? What are the highest and most important messages that we need to... Oop. Hello. One just fell on the floor. Judge. Okay. Judgment. 8 of Swords. Wow. Okay. One more. Before we dive in, one more. You. Okay, I get this. I get this already. Let's zoom in on these 3 first of all. Judgment for me is, especially in a reading like this, okay, if we're looking at something that has its roots in the past. Now that can be in lots of different ways, and it does, sorry, there's bits of lavender that I've got here and rosy bits. Judgment anchors the feelings and the connections in the weirdest way in the past. And that anchor is not like when you think of, this is what I'm getting for you, okay? I'm not channeling a normal cast iron anchor, you know, that would sink to the bottom of the sea. I'm channeling like a really weird, it's like an anchor that's made out of wispiness. Imagine an anchor that was made out of silkworm thread or spider's web. I'm getting that for you and this person. Now, on the surface of it, that would not seem to be very strong because you would think, well, I could actually, you know, I could actually just break that. But I don't know if you've ever looked at a spider's web. Like I used to have a spider web on the wing mirror to my car, and I used to drive the boy to school, and I would think, oh my God, that's just going to blow off and break by the time we get there. And it never did. It just stayed there. So there's something here with you and this person that runs very deep. It's almost gossamer. It's almost invisible. Okay, it's not standard. I would imagine, and as we can see from the 8 of Swords, just putting some hand cream on, you are up in your head about this quite a lot. I think you have struggled, you know, swords are communication. An 8 is a number that really wants to be up and out and about it and doing something, making things happen. You know, it's infinity on its side. But when you get the 8 of Swords, there's like a perceived restriction. So you're feeling that there is restriction around the communication with this person and around the situation that you find yourself in with this person. And I think I'm getting a mobile phone. I think that you as a person are quite good at channeling, because I don't get as many pictures in my head as I'm getting off what I'm getting for you and this person, okay? So that I think is your channeling. I'm channeling your channeling. Oh my God, I'm channeling you, channeling me, channeling you, channeling me, channeling them. Confused? Yeah. Okay. Confusion is a part of this relationship, and I feel like it has been since the beginning. It's both a magical part of it and also a difficult part of it. Okay? Be very interested to know whether the Six of Cups comes up as well. Because the Six of Cups combined with Judgment really places this into the category of either an ex or somebody where there is some kind of disruption. So we'll see. Five of Wands, interesting card. Five of Wands is when communication, again, has kind of gone like this. You know, you're in two different directions with this person. And you can be talking to each other or you can be not talking to each other. And the other thing I'm also getting for you with this person is that when you're not talking to each other, you do communicate quite well in the silence. How weird is that? So that must mean like dreams. It must mean 5D. I'm getting a very, very strong 5D kind of vibe and connection. Because I'm also getting the threads, the gossamer, the whole feeling of this web, because a spider's web is a web. And it's a kind of a beautiful web. But at the same time, yeah, I want to take from a different deck. One moment. Didn't know I was going to do this, White Rose people, but I am. And that's because I've got a deck called the Enchanted Veil. And I feel like that is a veil between the two of you, okay? Let me take, I want to take a couple of cards just for your person, okay? If this resonates, by the way, by the end of the reading, there's always an extended reading for White Rose, for Pink Rose, and for the Red Rose. If it really resonates and you want that, it will be in the description box afterwards. Oof. Okay, a couple of cards for your person. Coming in heavy with the Emperor. I actually like that. The Emperor is about somebody initiating, taking control. I'm getting sort of two sides of the coin with this. The person you're dealing with likes to be in control of the situation, of their emotions. Let me take another card because I have a feeling, but I want to confirm it. Okay, I don't mind that at all. Seven of Pentacles. This is wanting to build on something, but it's quite slow when you get the Seven of Pentacles. You know, it's not the energy of someone that jumps the gun or somebody that rushes, which the Emperor is. The Emperor is quite fiery. Yeah, look, that makes sense. Five of Swords. Okay, let's just put these. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see them a bit better and hold them up to the camera. I always make a mess, you people, and I can't help myself. I'm just going to put that a little bit over there so we've got a bit more room. We've got some rose quartz and whatnot over here. We've got a creaky chair. Let's get into it. So this is a slow pace and it's a restricted pace. So I feel like the person you're dealing with is keeping, do you know what I'm getting? They're keeping this connection on a long lead. You know when people walk dogs and they have like a normal short lead and then they have one of those weird extension leads. You can tell I haven't got a dog. So the extension lead means the dog can like go right to the edge of the park. This is like when Harry met Sally. You're saying to me, Gemma, am I the dog in this scenario? I'm like, Kind of you are, but not in a bad way. Okay, not in a bad way. This person would like to keep this relationship under their control, on a long lead. You are not the kind of person, I feel you're a complex person, okay? One moment, go and undo my jeans. Honestly, I just had my lunch. This is not OnlyFans, don't worry. You're a complex person and you have a streak of independence, but you're also an empath and have people-pleasing tendencies. That is one heck of a complex mixture. So this person wants to steer the relationship, to steer the pace, to be in control. And you kind of want to submit to that, but at the same time, you have a sort of rebellious streak, which I'm quite liking. So there's two sides to you, okay? This person also gets the Five of Swords, Venus and Aquarius, which means that they can be quite detached about their emotions. They have the ability, and the other thing I'm getting for you channeled now, is they have the ability to put their heart on a lead. I know. So they can also almost sort of separate themselves from their heartfelt feelings. Now, this is confusing for both parties. This person feels ways about you that they can't categorize, and that bothers them, even though I don't think they know it bothers them. I know. Wow, that is a bit of a tangle. Let's have, what do I want? Don't want that. I want to get into the tangle bit. What's the best cards for me, please, to get into the tangle? Okay, interesting. Here's what's in the tangle. So imagine this as like a tangle of hair. You know when you're brushing your hair, and by God I know about this, and you get like one of those knots that won't cooperate. Here's the knot or the tangle in the relationship. Can we please have the most appropriate card? Justice. Wow, Hanged Man. I'm going to take a third, and it's definitely that one. Okay, cool. I love that deck. And I said deck. Right. Here's the tangle in the middle of it. And notice that this reading is becoming quite layered. Your connection with this person is quite layered. It's not straightforward. So if you are feeling that you should be clearer about this, you just give yourself a break, because you shouldn't. It's not that kind of thing. It's not something that would be easy to put into, you know, a quick conversation in the pub with your friend, or, you know, to even just say it out loud what this connection is. The tangle, or the thing that at the moment is holding it back a bit, we've got Justice. How interesting. Let's just get into these three. We've got Justice, which for me is like karma, and hang on. I'm getting old-fashioned weights put into, sorry, I'm just weighing things up, literally. I'm going like that because I'm getting old-fashioned weights, like the ones that are round and cast iron, and they plop them on one side. Things are being weighed up by the universe, and I think things are possibly being weighed up by you, and I think things are also being weighed up by the other person. We are in, so don't worry if you are neither here nor there with this, if you're in a rather strange hanging space, because this very, very beautiful, and it's one of my favourite Hanged Man cards. It's gorgeous, isn't it? The space that you're in with this person should be murky at the moment. You should be feeling like you're underwater, which is what I get for that. Hanged Man is a card that is influenced by Neptune. Neptune, the half ruler of Pisces, is about things like lighting, how things look, about mirrors, about magic, about mystery, and about dreamscapes. It can also be, and this is something for you to watch out for with this person, about gaslighting, about fantasy, and about being lost in a dream. The connection you have with this person is quite Alice in Wonderlandy. It's quite a rabbit hole at times. And I think my advice to you is definitely the 5D side of it is covered. But it would behoove you. Where did that come from? It's like behoove. It would do it good if you could keep yourself grounded. And by that, I don't mean asking your friends, analysing text messages, all that kind of stuff. I mean literally getting out there, walking in the forest if it's safe where you are, you know, walking in even in the park or somewhere near trees, earth. If you're into potting up plants, anything, allotments, or even choosing some really good organic vegetables from somewhere that still have a bit of soil on. You know, things like this, weirdly, will keep you grounded. And also giving yourself a foot massage, taking care of your feet, taking care of what shoes you're wearing, that they're comfortable, that you love them. And I know that sounds really weird, but your connection with the earth at this point is actually important. Because you're at a stage where it would be easy to float away. And I feel like as well, you've got some messages incoming from this person. You may have already had them. If not, they're on their way and they feel like broken messages. They feel like, I feel, and I get this sometimes, I feel like invisible ink. So I feel like this person writes messages and deletes them, and sometimes doesn't send them to you. And I feel like you know when they're doing that, and that in itself is kind of a message. I like that they have the capability of being the emperor. Because I think that's necessary, actually, because there needs to be at times a grip on this that comes from them as well, and an initiation quality, okay? Ten of Swords, very interesting, and that card felt very, very powerful, and it comes out as what is the knot, you know, in this. And the Ten of Swords is about emotionally, the work that you need to do on yourself and the work that that person needs to do on them might be quite individual. So if you are in a holding space or a holding pattern, and I'm now getting when planes make the other plane taxi around, you know, in the air so that they can get their slot to land. While you're in this getting a slot to land, or maybe you're not in communication with this person, or whatever your situation is, okay, where there is a hold, there is something on hold here. Whether it's moving it to the next level, whether it's moving it towards communication from no communication, whether they're an ex and you've broken up. This is about almost a kind of purge of your emotions. This is about bravery. And you need to be able to let yourself feel what you need to feel about this, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because there needs to be an emotional release on your part. You are holding the key to all of the difficult emotions and feelings of this relationship. And one, they don't all belong to you. And two, they need release, because you don't want to continue letting those be ink in the veins of this relationship. That was a channeled message as well, because I got a massive... You must have such a pictorial mind. Let me know in the comments section, White Rose people, because I don't. And when I channel, I get pictures, but it really takes it out of me. And doing a reading for you is flooding my mind with imagery. Woof, woof. Okay. Tell me a bit more, please. I just want 2 things we don't know. 2 things we don't know about this situation. It's unexpected. It's not really that, but I'm going to put that there because we are going to look at that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but it's something, but it's not this. 2 things. Are we ready? Oh, gosh. Got more than 2. That's fine. Is what it is. And you. 1 hidden thing. Oh, where are you? Come here. Right, I'll put you there because you were too shy to come out and we want to know why. God, this is a mess. So also you need to accept that it's a bit of a mess where you're at. Okay? I get it. It's a bit of a mess. Whoa. Okay. That's interesting. The Hanged Man. Yeah, I know. Hanged Man comes up. We do know it, we don't know it. There are also things behind the scenes that are holding this or keeping it in a holding pattern that you don't yet know about. 7 of Wands, the person you're dealing with is fighting a battle, either with themselves or with someone else. And the 10 of Wands. They need to let go of something that they've been storing up. And I feel like it's a burden on them. It may be a secret they haven't yet told you. It feels like it's a burden on this person. And then we get strength. You don't know how strong you are, White Rose people. And you never have. But do you know what? As a result of this connection, you will. Here's the 2 cards that didn't want to be shown. Okay. The Magician and the Chariot. God, you've got 3 majors. 3 majors knocking around there. Magician is a mercurial character. Can be associated with air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or with somebody, I would say, holding back on something that you know they're holding back on. You know there's something under their hat and they're holding back, and you know they're holding back. And that feels, it can feel like you're going crazy, but can I just tell you that you're not? Because I think that's very important for you to know that. You don't know your strength. I don't think they know your strength, but they're starting to find out. And then the Chariot. This could go either way. Okay, when you've got the Chariot, there is obviously 2 horses going and want to go in different directions, but the Chariot still goes forward. Okay. There's 2 sides to the story. God, this is very intriguing, White Rose people. Okay. I'm going to take an oracle card. Then I'm going to, yeah, I might take 2. Hang on. Let me see how it feels. Yeah, I'm going to take 2. Self-respect. This is you and your strength, okay? This is very important and will become more so. It's why you need to be grounded. You need to know yourself better than you ever have. And life purpose. Do you know when I said that as a result of this relationship or connection, regardless of whichever way it goes, you are going to change because of it, okay? And there's quite a treasure trove here of becoming for you. And that's a very nice side effect of this relationship. This is about you coming into your power, actually, And that in itself affects this relationship. I'm going to go do the extended reading. I am going to crack open some different decks. I'm going to look at what the magician might have under their hat. What might they be hiding? The shadow side. I'm going to really dig to get under the surface. And almost as well looking at what's in this for you. You know, what's your best way forward from here? And try and help you make a decision about that. Okay, if you want the extended, it is in the description box below the video. You can click the link for that. Oof, I really enjoyed your reading, White Rose people. Leave me a comment, okay? And I'll see you on the other side. Namaste. Hello, Red Rose people. You chose this bad boy. Now, there's something about this. One, you can't see it so well when it's in the red dish, which is interesting to me, because I felt like there was something about that for the people who chose the red rose. Also, it has this damaged stem. It's got like a bend where it kind of bends in half. It's got a bit of a broken stem. So there was something in that too. Like, I knew that there would be a group of you that would very much just be really drawn to the red one for those reasons. It's to do with like a vulnerability, a need to mend something. It could be that you're feeling a fracture in this person or in yourself. It may be that you have a history of what I call broken wing, you know, taking on people that need help or something. You may have that in you. I'm going to take just 3 overall energy cards for your situation and the dynamic, okay? Well, I never. Straight out with, oh my God, I'm getting this. Okay. Devil, King of Swords. And the Hermit is going to be a strong one. Okay. Let's just zoom in on these ones. I mean, God. Big time. Just push them all up there a bit. Right. There's a lot of divine masculine energy here. Devil card. There is something in your connection with this person. It's that love brings up anything unlike itself to be healed. There's something here about a tendency to rescue. They may want to rescue you. You may want to rescue them. You may want to rescue each other. It's a very interesting dynamic, this. Okay, it's powerful. I am feeling heat off these cards. So that is an attraction heat. So that can be chemistry that is very, very strong. A feeling of, oof, you know, woof. You could lose your mind over each other. You may have already done so. It's really quite mind-blowing. Wow. Okay. We'll dig into that a bit further. King of Swords. All very interesting. The key to this person's heart, by God. It's King of Swords can be very witty. We've got quite charming. You can often have a very good like banter with this person, very back and forth, little messages, maybe even lyrics to songs. For some reason, I'm getting locksmiths and I'm getting keys and I'm getting front door keys and a Yale key and a battered key. I'm getting a key, this might only be for one of you, which has... This is really strong in my mind, by the way. It's got like a hat on. So almost like a plastic half moon that you push over the top of the key. And this is a key that goes into either a wonky lock or a front door you have trouble with. You have to jiggle it. A very loose lock. There's something here about that. I don't understand that yet, but just have it in the back of your mind. There's something about territory as well with this King of Swords. Mental territory. You are able to get inside their mental territory. They are not used to dealing with people who can suss them out. Oh my God. Have a drink of water. They are used to being in charge in some ways, but they like that you see past it. For some of you, this person may have changed their name or have a nickname. Or you and them have a nickname. You have a nickname for them. Or you say it with your friends. Mr. So-and-so, Miss Thingy. Don't know why I get that. But anyway, whew, God. There's something cryptic about this person. I'm getting crosswords, puzzles, Scrabble, Wordle, anything, labyrinths, the Holy Grail, where you have to work something out. It's incredibly tempting and exciting in some ways. And then we get the Hermit. How well do we ever know the Hermit? You could be dealing with someone here who's disappeared with the Hermit, or is it a distance? Could be long distance, could be emotional long distance. You know, if you get the Devil and the Hermit, something is on. If you get the King of Swords sandwiched between the Devil and the Hermit, then you've got to be a very canny, and they already know that you're a clever person. You know that you're a clever person. You may be the kind of person who people don't expect to be clever on appearance, but you're clever enough to let people think that. I like you. You can come for tea. I'm not going to lie, this is not an easy connection. You know, it's when it's good, and when it's bad, it might be a bit horrid. It's Devil and Hermit and King of Swords. It's masculine energy. It's goal-driven. It's attractive. So attractive. It's intense. Intense when they're absent. Intense when they're here. God, it's already feeling intense for me, just even pulling these cards. Okay, nope, not those. Right, I'm taking 3 more cards, and I'm just trying to work out which deck you want, or which deck this needs to be honest. Yes, you may have been drawn to the White Rose as well. You didn't get the same, it's not all the same cards, but yeah, I just think you were. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what's going on. Okay, I'm taking 3 more cards. Definitely, you might have been drawn to that white one. Okay. We're digging deeper. Oh my God. I know it when I know it, Red Rose people. Seriously, as a reader, I have confidence in myself. And I know it when I know it. My God. It's a lot, as they say on Aussie Maths. It's a lot, you and this person. But by God, never a dull moment for you two. Right, okay. Quite pleased to see the 4 of Pentacles come in. We've got Judgment, we've got the Devil, we've got the 4 of Pentacles. Whew. Let's put them all up a bit. Judgment is a card that throws a karmic torch on things. It's the reason that you have this very intense connection, whether you're even together or not, is due to these things that we can't fathom. Judgment always talks about something in the past coming up for you, something being, and it doesn't always mean this person is an ex. It just means, it can do though, depending on whether we get the 6 of Cups or not. There are threads. Oh my God, this is definitely similar to the white one. There are threads to the past with this person. but they are electric. So I'm getting like electric lines, you know, zzz, 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 that are sparking. They're like those lines we used to use for communication. I'm getting channeled like two people with homemade walkie-talkies on the end of a line. What a strange and also enticing thing to get. I like it. It's giving me an itchy ear. So there's a lot going on under the surface. There's a lot of karmic coincidence here. There's a lot of up and down. I get like a heart monitor thing going up and down. The devil and the devil, okay? This card, you'd better be ready because this connection is not for the faint-hearted. That's why I got a heart monitor. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not your average run-of-the-mill connection. It's... You were supposed to meet each other. The attraction is so high. It will naturally bring things to the surface for both of you. And then the Four of Pentacles, somebody who's holding their cards very close to their chest. Somebody who finds it difficult to talk about their emotions. Somebody who may have quite a troubled past with emotions. Tempestuous ex, difficult ex, nightmare ex. Woof. Okay. I want to take 3 shadow cards for you because I feel we've got a bit of shadow going on, don't you? There will be an extended reading as there is for the white rose, the pink rose and the red rose. So if this really resonates by the end, there'll be a link in the description box for the red rose extended. In the extended, we go even further with what's come up in this reading. Let's have a bit of shadow. They're being a bit stubborn. Oof. Strength. Yeah, you need to watch your energy levels around this person. 3 of Wands. And the Hierophant. That's okay, actually, in a 4th one. 5 of Wands. Okay, let's put you up here so we can see you. Actually, yeah. Shadow cards. Not too bad, actually. Better than I was expecting, if I'm honest. So, strength. This is intense. And it feels like it's very concentrated. And I think the question that you may have, and the question that the universe might have, is about longevity. And about whether this, I'm getting a feeling of something very tightly packed that needs to be sort of stretched or unpacked. And it's just whether this can translate into normal life. The Strength card, you need to keep your physical, because this is a very physical relationship, even if it's not physical, okay? It is somatic. So you can, it will show itself in your body. And you need to take care of that. Good nutrition, good sleep, you know, water, usual suspects, just those things. Because I'm also getting that do you remember this one has the stem that's a bit broken? I'm getting that you might have your vulnerabilities and fragility as well. And that needs to be considered and taken care of. I feel like this person has a complicated relationship with women is what I'm getting, honestly. And I feel like they want to look after you. And I don't know why that hasn't been happening. Three of Wands. Just let me take a card on that a minute, because I want to know why. Thank you. Okay. Cripes. Okay. We get the Hanged Man, we get the King of Pentacles. So there is something here. Let me put these down here because I thought I was not going to see the shadow cards. There is something here that is holding this person back. They may be getting out of a relationship. They may have a difficult ex. There's some complication, and there's a reason why they are held back in some way. And I totally get, I'm not saying to wait to find out either, but what I'm getting is with the King of Pentacles, that's a really good card to get actually. Because the King of Pentacles is someone who's decent, who shows up, who keeps their word, who's consistent. There is a plausible reason why this person is held back or held up by something. And you can kind of feel that. We've got the Three of Wands as a shadow card. There's a reason why this can't move forward just yet. There's a reason why the energy was very high at the beginning. This person needs to learn something, find something out, to know something. They may be going through a difficult divorce. They may be going through changing a job or a home or something in their family. There's something that is a very strong awakening and turning point for this person that they need to have. Perhaps in order to be with you. Give me, please, 2 cards on how they feel about you, literally, because this feels like they're throwing up complications to me. 5 of Pentacles. This is a person who has spent a lot of time fighting for themselves. 3 of Pentacles. That's nice, actually. They're not used to being part of a team. They want to work with you, but they're a lone wolf. You know, they are a difficult dog to keep on the porch, but they want to be a team with you. They're not used to being a team. Oh my God. Hanged Man again. Okay. There is, and this is also, it does mirror the White Rose as well. There is a hold on this situation. You are on some kind of hold, definitely from the universe. If you feel like the universe has put hold music on, you know, God, I'm trying to think of the one I hate the most, probably my GP surgery. The universe is playing annoying hold music to you. Your call is important to us, and yet we're playing annoying hold music. There is a reason. This person is fighting an enormous, it's more than an independent streak. It's almost, it's almost just all they've ever known is doing things themselves. They would feel very vulnerable, actually. I feel the Devil card relates more to them and the things that they've experienced and the way they had to fight to get to where they are, which is very legitimate. But you also have something of scarcity about you. Growing up in a scarcity of emotions, maybe financial, there is something where you match this person. And that match is very powerful and it scares them to death, honestly. That Hanged Man is in reverse. That's interesting. that means something is stirring. Something is happening. I like that. But it's confused as well. The person you're dealing with is confused about how to move forward and how to be vulnerable, and the things they already have learned that have brought them to this point with you. How to be the King of Pentacles, how to be the better person. They feel you make them a better person, but they loathe themselves in some way that I think you can sense. God, very complex. Very complex. In the extended, I'm going to look at what's behind this person, what brought them to where they are, what's the best way forward, and what they want you to know. We get connection as your oracle card. White Rose got that one as well. Not that one, that one. We get connection. This is like full colour connection. Where you're at with this person at the moment is you're in black and white, as if you were a film and they're about to turn the full colour on. Okay? And this sense of life purpose is for both of you. You're both at a turning point. You know it more than they do. They're quite unself-aware, actually, which is an imbalance because you are very self-aware. They know that and they like that about you. There's a real opportunity for connection here, but it's not the easiest and it's not the most straightforward path to get there. Red Rose people. I like you. You're interesting. Okay, I'm going to go do the extended now. It will be in the description box as extended Red Rose. Leave me a comment, okay? See you on the other side. Namaste. Come in, Pink Rose people. What do we need to know? That's what we need to know. One of those, first of all. Hang on. This card was pick-meing. Six of Pentacles, straight out. Okay. Giving and receiving. Generosity within relationships. Back and forth. I'm also getting... Oh, hang on. We've got a card that fell on the floor. The Hierophant. Higher learning. Commitment. Okay. What else do we need to know, please? This is also about something changing. Something, when you get the Hierophant, it's like you're getting knowledge, but then you're growing. That knowledge is growing. So there's something about the way somebody is or thinks or feels is changing and growing. Nine of Pentacles, nice. Okay. We also have self-love and you learning, sorry, learning to look after your own garden is what I got. Oh, okay. And then on my knee, the Lovers, as the actress said to the bishop. That's interesting because the Lovers card is at the bottom of the deck and it's hidden, okay? And these cards are quite, not surface, but they're minor arcana. And this card has also decided to come out and play. Ace of Swords. Right. Ace of Swords and Lovers are kind of hidden in the background. If this was a play, these guys are on the stage and the other ones are sort of off stage, but they're still very much the main players. What you see is not quite what you get with you and this person. That's interesting. Why is that then? Why is what you see, just putting some hand cream on. I'm tooling up for the job, Pink Rose people. Look at this. This is the tarot reader's equivalent of a gymnast chalking up before they go on the asymmetric bars. Something like that. Anyway, that's what I'm telling myself. Six of Pentacles. this, of course, is a card of someone giving someone a gift or some money, something like that. But I very much got this back and forth about who's got the power, who's got the keys to the kingdom, is what I'm getting for the Hierophant. It's a very interesting, mixed up kind of a vibe that I'm getting. This person sees you as very independent. 9 of Pentacles, thinks that you've got this better than they have. Okay. We've got the Ace of Swords, which means that something is coming in that is very shrewd, that can't be taken both ways, that hasn't got this. There's something of the we're being polite about the connection you have with this person at the moment. There's much more going on behind the scenes than in front of them. The Lovers is, of course, a choice that needs to be made, a choice between this direction, that direction. It's not always, you know, there is one way and there is another way and we have to choose between them. It's more that there are 2 paths that go in different directions. But I'm also getting for you, and this is interesting, I'm getting 2 buses, like Red London buses that you can jump on. And I'm not advising this, by the way, you know, and I don't know if it can still happen now, but it used to be that people used to literally just try and jump on the bus as it was moving and jump off the bus as it was moving. So there's something here with the Lovers about, are you on the same bus or are you getting there a different way? You two are interesting. Okay. Let's get into it. I'm going to push these up here a bit. Tell me something we don't already know, something we're not aware of that's under the surface, okay? Wow. I like that, and I wasn't expecting it. But it's always better if you're not expecting it, isn't it? 10 of Pentacles. Here was me looking for complications beneath the surface, and something as nice as that comes out. Okay, there's a possibility this could work, and that may surprise you. I don't know why I'm saying that. And maybe you can tell me in the comments section, because for some reason I was looking for complications that maybe aren't there. You know, the 10 of Pentacles is a very, I call it the meat and potatoes love card, because although the 10 of Cups is a lovely card, and it is, the 10 of Pentacles is real. Shared dorky, you know, shared life. I call it wet tights on the radiator. It's the real relationship. It's this Hierophant here about whether you move to the next level. You know, like being exclusive or getting married or living together or whatever your version of the next level is. Okay? That is underpinning things. It's what we don't know. So it may be that you're playing it light, that you're both playing it quite light on the surface, that it's quite jokey and friendly on the surface, and, you know, or that you think you're dating on the surface, or you're maybe in separation from this person and you're, I don't know, it just feels as if what we see is not, more importantly, this. There's a lot of potential here. Your fit with this person is potentially very good, and I like that. I like to see that. Tell me a bit more about how they feel, please. How does this person feel about you? There will be an extended reading, so if this one does resonate, there will be a link in the description box and it will say Pink Rose Extended, okay? So see how you go. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you're sticking out. That's where the Empress has been. That's interesting. You may have been attracted to the other two roses. The Empress is divine feminine energy, the seat of power. And again, it looked like, it was almost a bit like playing pass the parcel, but there's only two of you playing. And when the music stops, who's holding the parcel? Okay. You have a lot more power in this situation than you feel you have. The Queen of Pentacles is what I call the Queen of Velvet Waiting. And it means that she doesn't wait, sweaty, checking her phone every 5 seconds. She is in a situation where she's observing, she's happy where she is. She knows that divine timing needs to be right. She knows that her own timing needs to be right. And she's classy. She's happy about where she is. The Empress is all of the queens rolled into one. Divine feminine energy. Absolutely ruling. You have the ability to rule this relationship. I don't know if you want that ability, but this person has you up on a pedestal. And it's quite nice, and it's a nice place to be. For me, I'd be like, yes, please. I'll have some of that pedestal. Don't mind if I do. They may not behave as if they have you on a pedestal. Let's see. Tell me about that a little bit, please. Oof. The Lovers again. 2 sets of... It's weird, actually, because in each, the white, the pink and the red, one card has dominated each one, and yours is the Lovers. That's interesting. Right. Major Arcana used to be called the Choice. When the Lovers comes up twice, there will be, and maybe you're at this point, let's give me an itchy nose, there will be a choice to make. A direction to choose. A way to go. 2 or 3, or many actually, are open to you at the moment. I want to have a look at that, actually. I'm trying to see which deck I want. Tell me, please, about this choice. Yes. I'm going to take a Love Oracle card for this choice. Oh my God. Honestly, today, obviously, I'm not a person who knows what readings I'm going to do. I don't really have a timetable, and those of you that follow me will know that about me already. But I have certain days where I'm like, this is the day to do the how do they feel about you reading. I'm wearing my love sweater. You know, I've got my cards with the rose. I'm going to have some roses in it. It's going to be pick a rose and you get rose. That's quite special, okay? Romantic love and passion blooming. That is about the direction you're going to take. Following your heart, which may not be the easiest thing to do in this connection. Okay? Let's have a look at why that might be. Not those, this one. Shadow card. What's standing in the way, please? What's creating a shadow where there should be a sunset? You know, should be some sunny sunshine. Leia, my cat, is doing an intimate wash behind me, I think. So she keeps trying to get her own OnlyFans account, and I'm sure that's why she's always behind me showing off her wares. Cool your jets, Leia, cool your jets. Right, okay, what's holding us back here? The Chariot. That's interesting. Can't ride 2 horses with one arse. That's what we say about the Chariot. The person that you're dealing with here, or you and this person, there may have been some back and forth. It can't be both ways. There's a tendency here to want something in the middle, and I don't think this is a relationship that can survive as a situationship. I think it's something that has to be a 0 or a 1, you know. It has to be on or off. Because if you think about the 10 of Pentacles, that is it's quite a serious, you know, like I said, it's wet tights on the radiator. What do you want for dinner? What are we going to watch on Netflix tonight? It's not the honeymoon period. It's not, oh my God, you put the phone down first. It's, have you cleaned the, you know, have you done the dishwasher? You know, it's more of that. It's a more settled and relationship commitment energy. And whatever the state of where you're at, oh, for God's sake, Leah, I mean, for God's sake. That's the money shot. Whatever stage you're at, I'm trying to block Leah out of the picture. It's like, have some decorum, girl. It's not a relationship that would benefit from being very elastic. You get the 3 of Cups as a shadow card. 3 of Cups is a card about being social. It's a card about there being other people around. It could be, you know, an open relationship or a relationship where you're still at this very social stage. And that is fine. But there's something about this relationship that would really benefit from settling down. 8 of Wands, yeah. And I don't think that that is being talked about at the moment. And I know, and I'm not suggesting, because I'm not really a fan of the big talk, you know, where you try and drag somebody over a line by having a talk. It's never, it doesn't seem to work for anyone. You know, it's a tactic that I've never seen any success with. Have you? It's a bit like having teenage children and thinking that giving them a really good explanation as to why they shouldn't leave wet towels all over the floor or have about 20,000 mugs in their bedroom is somehow going to change their behaviour. It isn't. It only changes when they want to change. So there's something here about you staying very much on your side of the street and letting this other person stay on their side of the street. I feel like they feel that you are a very independent person. Whether you exude that energy, whether you say that or not. And that they feel, honestly, I feel like they feel they might not be good enough for you in some ways. Which can come out in strange ways to people. I'm not saying, and I don't think this is ever a solution either, that you need to prove to them that they are good enough for you. Because that never works. There is definitely a conversation, or no, not a conversation, a shift. A paradigm shift needs to happen in this relationship. The only way to cause a paradigm shift in a relationship is to change what you're doing, to suit yourself more, okay? I don't think this relationship fulfills your needs as it is right now, okay? I feel as if this person feels that you are sort of better than them, but also more independent than you actually want to be. What is the best way forward with this particular scenario, please? Just give me 2 cards for that. Oh my God. 10 of Pentacles. That's a strong thing to get that twice. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Interesting. I want to take the bottom card as well. 7 of Cups. Cool. I'll let you out in a minute, Leah. And then you can think about what you've done. Right. 10 of Pentacles twice. Okay. you're coming to a bit of a crunch point with this connection, whether you're together with this person, whether it's a situationship, whether you're not together, you're distance, whatever. It's going to come to a crunch. Ace of Swords, lovers, long-term choices. Doesn't necessarily have to be right now either, because there's a bit of a time release when you get the lovers. It's usually not right now. It's usually things are leading to this point. Leia, I'll let you out in a sec, sweetheart. Things are leading to this point, okay? Wheel of Fortune, there needs to be a certain amount of elastic about this. And there's a certain amount of fortune about this as well. And I'm feeling quite good fortune. I'm feeling quite giddy fortune and generosity. But I'm also getting, just 1 minute, I've got to let Leia out. In the mood because I won't let her have that OnlyFans account. I feel like there's a certain lightness about letting fortune take over, but also I think it's really important that you are very clear what you want this to look like, because the Seven of Cups is very up in the air, and it may be that you have romantic ideas about this, you know, that you're very sweet on this person. But there's something about bringing this down to reality. This is a relationship that can work really well in reality. And this person has that capability. And I would say has that desire as well. But you are in, it's like, I'm getting a puddle that's shallow versus the river. 10 of Pentacles is the river. And at the moment, you're having fun splashing in the puddles. Now, maybe you're feeling it's not so fun anymore. I don't know. Maybe they are. It feels as if this Hierophant card is giving you such a lot of potential with this person. But there's also the ability to let go and let God with the Wheel of Fortune. And the Lovers, meaning there has to be this absolute realistic choice. You are in a complex situation of freedom and commitment, kind of meeting divine timing. I quite like it because I like anything that gets the 10 of Pentacles twice. That is decent energy. You know, it's not unrealistic. It's not over romantic. It's the real deal. But there needs to be a leap from where you're at to where that is. And that is what's next on the horizon with the Ace of Swords. Let me take you a love oracle card. Very interesting. Interesting your reading is. Because I get this pushing this present back and forwards, back and forth between you. Who's going to claim it? In the extended reading, I'm going to look at your person directly, because I also feel they're quite laid back in this reading, and I want to push them to the front and have a good old rummage around. Okay, that's nice. We get sparks. Oh my God. Yeah, see, I can feel that. Keep the sparks flying, yes. So it may be that you've been in the relationship a long time or you're coming back to it. But that true love, a deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. This is what I'm talking about. And this is the next level for you guys. Okay, not completely easy how to get there. There's a couple of humps you do have to get over, but I like the direction that it's heading in. And I'm going to look at that more in the extended. Okay, leave me a comment and I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.